Na 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 na. 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 Da 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 da. Hello everyone, and welcome to another truly terrible experience. I am collecting pumpkins today for one of our projects. You'll never guess which one. Today we are going to finally rescue those guys from the bay. We have been putting that off a long time, and we've actually made a little house for them. Well, it's actually quite a large house for them. I think they will enjoy it. And it will become the center of my trade with villagers who are farmers, as opposed to the librarians, which are buried underground behind my head there. Yeah, but that's not where the pumpkins are going. We will get to that in a minute. The other thing I thought we should maybe check out before we start our day is, okay, so total of 128 fire charges are loaded into the dispenser, and we will check at the end of the episode, prior to checking on the survival games, how many fireballs were shot through the doorway. Oh, and yeah, I adjusted this. I suppose I should mention it's now got a 2 of 9 chance of actually activating when they step on the pressure plate. So hopefully there won't be a lot of carnage. Maybe one villager will get hit and burn just a little bit. And hopefully then other activities that they do will ultimately be the result of their demise, as opposed to just this machine. So for now, that's where we're at. If we don't have any more deaths this episode, you could have caught me on fire. Good thing that one missed. Well, I guess it wasn't missed. Good thing that one was a shears. I'm going to bet you didn't guess. A bamboo farm? Hello, villager. How are you this morning? It's scary in there. Very big hole you could fall down. What is this? He asks. Well, now that you know that I made a bamboo farm... Hello? You're swimming? Okay. Anywho. This daylight sensor is what controls the farm. So let me show you how this all works now that it is all built. We built the farm just off here, off the mangrove masher, and we built it right down here, as you saw in the time lapse. Yeah, we're using a flying machine, and it basically is controlled at the peak point of noon when the power is maximum coming off of that daylight sensor by the mill there. It fires up the all these hopper minecarts, which go across the bottom, and this flying machine, which goes across the middle. And if we just stand here and wait for a little bit, there we go. So this is the one step before noon, because we want to get those minecarts rolling first, so we can pick up all the items flying around and create a fair amount of lag. And there is a lot of bamboo in this room. It's 60 something blocks long and 20 blocks wide, and it's jam packed. So yeah, we want to pick that up right away. And as soon as it hits noon, we get a pulse to the flying machine, and it will start its journey across the room. And there it goes, smashing its way through the bamboo. And you can see all the pumpkins that I carved and turned into jack-o'-lanterns. It seemed like a relatively inexpensive way to light up this entire room, because bamboo must be light level 9 in order to grow. And so this room is, I think, 5 blocks tall, or at least 6 maybe from where the bamboo is on the bottom. And so that jack-o'-lantern gives off a 15. The 15 is therefore 9 down the bottom, which allows all the bamboo to grow. And of course, as they grow up, the light gets more powerful. But if you had it 1 block lower, the bamboo would not grow, or at least it would grow very sporadically. So this way, we actually are able to, we have to cover the entire ceiling with light so that the entire floor of bamboo will grow. Here comes the flying machine back. It has an automatic trip at the other end that flips it around. The bamboo's flying out all over the place. This is why we have a wall set here. And yeah, the carts keep going to make sure we collect everything. And we're basically just collecting it right now in some chests that are below the... I can't quite see them, but I'll have to make a room at some point. But right now they're just going into chests. But ultimately, the bamboo that we're collecting here is super important, because we are going to be making something very interesting out here in the cylinder. And we are going, you can see a little bit of a hint. That's all I'm going to show you for now. But we will be needing sticks galore for the project that we're going to be working on. And this is a nice automated way to get everything that we need for our project in the cylinder, which I will reveal in the next episode. This flying machine will fly one more time, and then by the time it gets back, the power will turn off to the minecarts, and the minecarts will have picked up pretty much everything. There's very little waste inside this room. The couple stay on top of the bamboo, and a couple, get missed at the very end. But by and large, we get all the bamboo. Oh, there they go. So the noon period is over, and you can see there's still some bamboo that's a little bit tall, some taller than others, but it's not completely full. But basically you get one and a half runs, and every single one of these 20 hopper minecarts are essentially full. So that's 5 stacks each. So that's a lot of bamboo. But even though it's a lot of bamboo, it's not nearly enough for what we're going to have in store. So yeah, that's it for this area for now. We will return here next week on our next episode, where we're going to build in some crafting underneath the floor here. Instead of just collecting it, we're going to start crafting it into the various things we need. And yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. All done. Oh, right. I kind of forgot about this. Have you guys been putting money into the fundraiser and getting a free meal? Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, how many free meals have you given away? Wow, the villagers really want these guys out of here. All right. Today's the day, guys. We're going to get everybody out of the bay and clear it out so we can do another project in another episode in the bay. Yes, they're going to get rescued. Don't you worry. All right, you guys, it's moving day. You must be tired of sitting in this bay. It's been many, many, many days. Yeah. Don't worry. This won't hurt a bit. No problem. Let's go. How challenging is this going to be? Not challenging at all. Perfect. One guy is home. Now for number 2. And where is this lovely home that our farmers are happily farming in? Well, it's the Happy Farmer's farmhouse, of course. It's a beautiful little house made of acacia wood here in our farm area. They are safe. They've got a nice wall around their property. Inside, they've got their little swing. They've got beds so that they can sleep at night. And, of course, they've got their workstations out here as composters in the garden. And, yeah, they're just having fun walking around, doing their crops. They've got their sunflower garden. They've got their crops over here. They got pumpkins and melons. Pretty much everything you can think of to make a farmer in Minecraft happy, we are supplying. See? It was totally worth the wait, wasn't it? Yes, it was. We'll do a real quick tour here of the inside. They've got their they got to know what time it is so they can go out and do their croppy stuff. They've got their hose that they need in case they need to do various crop maintenance. We've got 3 beds, one for each of the 3 farmers we think we're going to have in here. I've got 2 so far. I think I'll get them breeding to get 1 more. So that we can trade all of our different crops that we have with them for emeralds. Some nice little pictures of horses and flowers, the things that they like. And yeah, a place to eat some stew at the end of the day. And a wonderful view. Right. Oh, you found your bed. Good for you. Checking out the new place? You like it? I think the sparkles say he likes it. We also gave them a bell, just so that they had a bit of a village center, so they would come in here and congregate as they're doing. So everything's working exactly as I had hoped it would. They've got their beautiful garden, and it's also a nice spot for us just to come and hang out if we want to just chill and enjoy the beautiful ambiance. So yeah, wonderful work here, and I think we'll move on to our next project. Oh no! Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, we know we're going to definitely have somebody that's going to become a librarian today. Oh, that's... I tell you, bedtime is the worst time. Everybody goes over that pressure plate. Oof! You guys are lucky a fireball didn't come out of there. Okay, well, maybe we'll make that 1 out of 9. Because, goodness, I didn't expect to see a death already. Oh, well. We'll check it out a little bit later. That was crazy timing with that villager. I was just heading over here to grab a horse and show you guys another project that I've been working on. I think we'll take Hoof today. What I wanted to show you is out this direction. Actually, you can already see it out there in the distance. We built 2 more facades over our 2 portals way out here in the south. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to show them off. Of course, as with the other ones, they are thematic based on what the portal and where it goes, basically. So one is to the ancient city and the other is to the woodland mansion. All right, the first one here is to the ancient city, which I hope is fairly obvious. We've got the bricks and everything that is used to construct the ancient city, and skulk I've spread all over the place. Most of this skulk actually came from our new skulk farm, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, up here, oh, yeah, you don't have to worry about it. I discovered after the last, I discovered after the last episode that in fact, if you place a skulk shrieker, or a catalyst makes a skulk shrieker like in the last episode, basically you don't have to worry about it. It's not going to summon a warden. Now it's just sort of for sound effects. But yeah, so here we go. This is where we're at. We've got our portal to the ancient city over there. We've got our candles. We put down our skull that we got from the ancient city when we tackled it. And yeah, it's got the same sort of structural feel, just a little bit compressed, I suppose, compared to the... Maybe I don't want a shrieker here. Usually you're just passing through, so you'll only hear it once or twice. So yeah. Anywho, I put in some cracked rocks, and just to give it a bit more feature, we don't need to really look on the backside. I didn't really know what to do there. It's just a flat wall, basically. But yeah, it's all about just transitioning into the ancient city from here on the Nether ceiling. And it's very simple, but effective, and nothing's going to spawn on it anyway, so that's good. Over here, our second location, which is the Woodland Mansion. So this again is just a miniaturized woodland mansion with much of the theme and much of the blocks that go into making up the much bigger version of it. Got our entrance and the carpet on the floors. We've got the birch flooring and the dark oak everywhere. I made a miniature fencing room because, well, why not? Apparently I found out this was actually a chess room. So this is a very small chessboard. But I like my little joke about it being a room to do fencing in. But anyways. And over here we've got another room, which I scoffed at when we were going through the Woodland Mansion. And that is the little greenhouse with the dark oak saplings. I even put a little ladder to nowhere up here. There's our portal. You can pass through the portal and, oh, you can go up the stairs, but of course it goes nowhere. We've got a miniaturized eatery over here with complete with tulips. And yes, I stole most of this from the Woodland Mansion itself. And over here we've got our little library, but this time no creepers. No creepers hiding, preparing to fall on our heads, in case you remember that from the episode when we were in the Woodland Mansion. So, yep, very simple, very compressed. I like it. I know it's mostly just a little house, but I think it definitely gives the feel and impression of our time and adventure in the Woodland Mansion. So we've got our two facades now. Here on the Nether ceiling, the Woodland Mansion and the Ancient City portals. So, awesome. We'll have to figure out another place to travel to and make some more portals up here. There's a lot of space. There's a lot of places yet to see, so stay tuned. Alright, it's nighttime, and it's time to check on the villagers now that we've done all of our projects for the day. And we know we're definitely getting one librarian for sure. I'm not sure during the day how many others got barbecued, but let's see what we got in here. Well, you guys are all right so far. Oh, here we go. Mr. Brown, I'm sorry, Mr. Brown, but you are going to become a librarian today. Let's go check on the other room quickly. Oh, well, okay, so it was just the one guy that we happened to see when we were passing through. All right, so one more librarian we're going to get here as a result of fire, apparently. And, yeah, we will take you away, sir. Goodbye, Mr. Villager. we shall meet again in your next life. Sadly, Brown is no more. And 2 more beds are retired to the bed box. Yes, and we need to check on how many fireballs were set off during this session. Well, there were 64 to begin with, so there's 8 there, 9 there, so 17 in the course of a day. That does seem like a large number, which is kind of what I was feeling would be too many. So let's go to 1 in 9, and we will see how that goes in our for the next episode. All right, now that we've got the villager, let's check on this. Ooh, we're getting some. Okay, a lot of bone blocks. I've already transferred a couple of stacks to the mangrove machine too, so that's kind of crazy. We got our villager down here. Hello, sir. I invite you to your next life here in Librarian land. You know what? I'm not even sure what I want to get, and honestly, I think it's time that we maybe unlock all these guys first to get an idea of what we have just from these 5 guys before we move on with 6 and 7 and 8. Because, yeah, the villager games, we still got quite a few villagers, but I have other places. I need a couple of clerics for over at the zombie farm. So let's spend a little bit of time, unlock these guys. I'll come back after I unlock them all and give you a tour of what each one has. And I might even edit the boards up there to say if anything else good comes from trading with them. Alrighty then. Spent actually 2 days, Minecraft days, trading with them. It is noon, I think, ish. On the next day, they had to reset some of their trades for me to keep going, and I got mostly a lot of junk trying to unlock them. I got 13 clocks, that'll be super not helpful, and a couple of compasses, glass is helpful, 44 lanterns, might be useful somewhere at some point. Went through all of, pretty much an inventory of paper, trying to get emeralds. I have a few left. I converted all the bookshelves into books and traded those. So basically, this is what I'm left with. And you know what? These guys suck. There's absolutely nothing of use. So our Silk Touch guy, Silk Touch for 5, which is amazing. That's great. But Fire Protection 2, meh. Riptide, meh. Meh. This guy, he's our Fortune 3 guy, which is great. Curse of Vanishing, don't need it. Unbreaking 1, completely useless. Moving on. Efficiency, this guy was our hero in the other episode recently with the Efficiency 5 at such an incredibly low amount. He also has Efficiency 3 and Unbreaking 1. This guy, Depth Strider 3, we settled on this guy the day we did him. He has Smite 1 and Sharpness 3. Meh. Very meh. And this guy, he's our Mending guy. Very expensive Mending guy. Not sure how long he'll be around. He has Depth Strider 2. We got Depth Strider 3 just down the line, buddy. He does have Impaling 4, but I think Impaling 5, and that's expensive. So, all in all, not very useful. And today, we need Unbreaking. I think it's either Unbreaking or Looting, whichever comes up first. We will take. So let's just get this guy in position and make him our librarian. There we go. Looting 3. I think we will lock that in. We did go by a Sharpness 5 for 49, but we don't need Sharpness yet. Looting probably will be more useful for now anyways, but that is a possibility for the future. Where to put this guy? Yeah, I think I'm going to put them along this wall over here. All right, and just for funsies, let's just unlock this guy all the way as well, if you will, that is. Get some paper going here. Perfect. What's your next one? Curse of Vanishing. Curse of Vanishing. Of course it is. Oh boy, more lanterns. And more glass. I'm down to my last emerald. That's it. Oh, okay, well, all y'all are good for one stupid trade each. No multi-trades for any of you. Yeah, we'll see what comes up next with the villager survival games, who comes down the chute and what they're going to become. Actually, in the comments, let me know what enchantments do you guys like using on your gear. I know we've got that heavy core. We could always get enchantments for the mace at some point. Although I kind of like that heavy core on display. I was hoping to get another one at some point in the trial chamber. But yeah, we've got our efficiency, our fortune, we got our looting. Yes, we're going to need to get Unbreaking 3 probably next. But yeah, let me know what other enchantments you like to use. Feather falling might be something I probably could get. Yeah, we're going to have a few more librarians coming out of this system before the end, and I think it'd be fun to know what you guys want. Here we are, back at the gold farm. I used up pretty much all the gold that I had on those rails for the bamboo farm that we just completed. And so I need some more, because I'm going to need yet more gold for rails in another upcoming project. So I'll be hanging out here a little while, getting the gold nuggets converted into gold bars so I can make some more powered rail. Today was a busy day. We covered a lot of ground. We built our house for our villager friends who are farmers. We've got the 2 new facades up on the roof, just out of view above my head there. And of course we got the bamboo farm installed, and that is going to be a critical component for the next project that we're going to work on. Probably in the next episode, where we're going to create something in our cylinder that will be beneficial for us for many, many, many episodes to come in the future. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and in the meantime, I'm going to be hanging out here. But for now, I am going to say goodbye. We will see each other again real soon. Bye-bye for now.